Hello, welcome to the week that was. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States. Donald Trump made his first State of the Union address on Tuesday night. At 80 minutes, it was long.
Over the next few weeks, the House and Senate.
But then again, it was mostly a greatest hits album. He opened with America First, and then moved on to his version of the Beatles' Come Together, which only seemed to appeal to about half of the audience, the Republicans. Most State of the Unions are split 50-50 between how brilliant the president was the previous year and how brilliant they're going to be in the coming year. This was more like an 80-20 split. Among the few proposals for the future was calling for a massive increase in spending on infrastructure, which of course Congress has to pay for, and a pledge to keep the Guantanamo prison open. On foreign policy, not a great deal, but there were some great theatrics, including inviting a defector from North Korea to be among the guests. All in all, teleprompter Trump showed up and stayed on message. And then soon after, Twitter Trump showed up and tweeted that the TV ratings for the event were the highest ever, which wasn't actually true. In Kenya there was an inauguration, but it wasn't of a president. Raila Odinga does not accept he lost last year's election, and so he decided he would have an unofficial inauguration, crowning him the People's President. The government said this was treason and took several TV stations covering the event off air. Thousands of supporters did show up. He's still not president. In Syria, the Turkish invasion made slow progress amid fierce resistance from Kurdish fighters. Casualties are mounting, especially among civilians. Ankara's target became clear when it called on the United States to withdraw its special forces from the town of Manbij. Now, seeing the possibility of one NATO member inadvertently inflicting casualties on another, an alarmed French president called on Turkey's President Erdogan to coordinate the country's activities in Syria within the framework of its allies, which means please call the Americans, find out where they are, and don't fire anything near them. A difficult week for the Gaza-based group Hamas. On Wednesday, the United States designated its political leader, Ismail Haniyeh, as a specially designated global terrorist. The State Department said Mr. Haniyeh has close links with the military wing of Hamas and was a proponent of armed struggle, including against civilians. The move is likely to harm the efforts of Hamas to raise funds. And finally, Auntie May met Uncle Xi for a cup of tea, which is a great way of bringing two great tea-drinking nations together. Beijing rolled out the red flag for the UK's Theresa May on a 3-day visit. State TV informed her that members of the public were calling her Auntie May, almost as if she were a member of the family. The Prime Minister was so taken with this, she said, "Thank you," 3 times. It's certainly better than her nickname in Poland, which is Madam Brexit, or indeed in the UK, where she's known as the Maybot. That was the week that was. See you next time.